Are we live?
I think we're live now.
Are we live? Are we recording?
We are recording, yes. I did press the button on this one and on that one. So, yes.
Hello, everybody.
Ziggy taught me well. He taught me how to push a couple of buttons, and then he left.
It's interesting because he showed us how to do it, and then he's like, I'm going to leave now. Yeah. We're like, all right, well, we'll see if
he's really trusting us.
He's like, I'll be back exactly when you'll be done. So,
just predicting the future. It's just Muad'Dib. It's like, I know exactly what's happening.
So, it's good to be back. Good job on
Welcome.
the podcast with Ziggy.
Thank you.
It is a million degrees outside.
It's disgusting. It's still not even cooled down in here yet. Like, I'm still, like, warm.
The Korean summers have been insane.
Yeah, man.
I had to cool off here for, like, maybe 10 minutes to stand in front of the AC.
I've been here for,
I just look like I'm, like, sweat. I just look like a crazy person right when it starts on the podcast. Every time I've come here to do this, I've only done 2 podcasts out of this studio. The first time there was a monsoon, and my feet were wet.
That's right.
And me and Ziggy were, like, then stuck sitting here waiting for the rain to stop.
You had those crazy boots.
And I had these stylish boots that my wife gave me that just don't keep my feet dry because they're like kind of low cut. So it was a total fail. And then today, I mean, it's so hot that there aren't even that many people outside.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, Korea, it's like a country where you do get all the elements. You go to California and it's like the same weather year round.
Yeah, I can't even imagine that.
It's weird. I almost don't like it. I kind of like enduring the elements. I like feeling like the seasons changing and being like, okay, now we're it's the coldest time of the year. We're eventually going to get to the hottest time of the year out here.
Feeling the extremes is cool.
Yeah,
I had a California coworker at my job that was amazed that the leaves actually changed colors. Because she said she never actually witnessed that living in California.
Yeah, or if you live in Texas, you might not have seen snow.
Yeah.
I knew people that live in Texas that didn't get snow all year, so I like having the experiencing the elements. But the Korean summers have been brutal.
Yeah, I hate it. We're in like 3 months straight of tropical nights or something like that. Not that extreme, but it feels like it. It's just like every night it doesn't even dip below like 77 degrees or something.
When I moved here, I felt like the monsoon season was about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. And you basically have these terrible storms and you stay inside and I mean, it's fine, right? Like sometimes you lose power or internet or something. But I mean, it's just been an insanely hot summer. And of course I was in Saudi Arabia before this. So I went from brutal, humid, Seoul heat into just like dry desert heat.
You're just
Saudi
in a
Arabia.
pizza oven.
It's crazy. In Saudi Arabia, like when I first got to Riyadh, what's weird about it is you get there, like I got there in the daytime, and it looks like the whole city's empty. Mm. There's like not that many cars on the road. It's like a major city.
Yeah.
So I was confused when I was there. I was like, God, this just, it almost feels like it's a ghost town. But apparently, because it's so hot during the day, everybody sleeps in late and then leaves the house at like 6 p.m.
That makes sense.
So, like the place we were working out of, it's called the Boulevard. It's dead in the day when the matches start. And then when you go out at nighttime, it's like, it's 9 p.m., 10 p.m. when we finish. It's just packed.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like moms pushing their babies, in carriages and stuff.
How hot does it still get at night?
It's bearable.
It's bearable.
Supposedly, it's really not bad in the winter either.
Oh yeah, I mean, I can imagine.
Yeah, it's actually it's pretty nice outside, but yeah, I mean, it's like so hot that like Dan and me took a little trip to Qatar before we went to Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. We thought, okay, we're going to be in the area, let's just take advantage of it, and so we were in Qatar. A same level of heat. We thought we could walk from this train station to a museum, and we could not. And we almost died. We could not. We had to like run into a hotel and have them give us water. Like we almost died.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when you're there, it's customary anytime you enter anywhere that they give you a drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Someone explained to me that it's because, I mean, you're out in the desert.
Yeah.
For historically for that long, like the first thing you need when you get inside is water.
Right. Yeah. That's interesting. I never even would have thought about that.
Yeah.
You said I saw you sent the pictures of you were in like an ice cafe.
That was in Qatar, so we went.
Which is the wildest thing ever. Like that, I've never even conceived of that as an idea.
It's so that rich Qatari people can experience
the
cold, I guess. No, it's like you go in there and it's ice sculptures everywhere, and you got to put on a jacket. We just walked by one when we were in Qatar in the evening. In some place called the Pearl, and then we just thought, okay, well, let's just go go try it. So we did the tourist thing for a little bit. And then the other interesting thing with Saudi Arabia, so there's no alcohol legal.
Yeah.
No drinking. But there is like candy and like chocolate everywhere. Everywhere. You get to your hotel room, someone brings you a cake.
Really?
We went to a hookah bar. Well, I guess not. Well, you know what I mean. No actual alcohol served, but people smoke hookah there. We went there on the first night. And I kind of thought, okay, so I'm punching my mic here. I kind of thought, okay, no beer for this trip. I can try to work out in the morning and lose weight. A lot of times I'll go to the hotel bar when we're done with the day of work. Dude, even in the hookah bar, they bring you like a slice of cake. Everywhere you fucking go, it's just temptation. It's crazy. Like the catering, there's just all these like, I don't know, cheesecake and macaroons and stuff. So it's funny because you go somewhere and they don't have one vice, but then they clearly have.
Yeah. They satiate
it's
it
like,
in a totally different way.
Yeah, you're going to get your sugar in a different way.
Is there a bunch of fat people walking around? Like, you're eating that much sugar. It's like, you got to have, I mean, compared to America.
America, we've got them beat. I wouldn't, we're still number one in that.
USA on top.
I mean, compared to my experience of going to Disneyland. Have you been to Disneyland?
Yeah, a couple, when I was younger. But.
Yeah, I mean, they're so big. But yeah, I would say like Americans definitely fatter than Saudis, Koreans skinnier than Saudis,
of course.
But yeah, I mean it's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
I never would thought that they would just have cake and.
No, it never occurred to me either.
Around.
I kind of thought, okay, well, this will be, it'll be really easy. Not that I'm like a big cake guy, but I don't know if they're just putting cake in front of me all the time, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna struggle. But yeah, it was good. Now we're back. I'm back here in Korea.
Yeah.
We don't know what the future is for StarCraft 2 with EWC.
It's RSL, man.
It could be RSL. I hope it's not just RSL. Although I feel like the event went really well. The games are really good.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was very fun, I think.
Our viewership was not bad. Mm-hmm. It wasn't as big as like some of the phone games that I've never heard of that were at the top of the list.
Yeah, what was the top one?
Maybe I can pull it up on my phone.
It was literally something that I've never even seen. It was like even beating CS and Dota.
So what's happening now? Because this was like very confusing to me as well. Because like, yeah, I can play a game on my phone. Like I'll play chess or something on my phone.
Yeah.
I used to play some Hearthstone on my phone, but I would never pick playing a phone game over a PC game.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. Like I like playing a game on my phone is so. It just feels uncomfortable. Like nothing about doing those types of controls. Like then like you get your your sweaty hands. Like sometimes like just leaving grease or whatever on your phone screen.
Yeah, you're just rubbing your finger.
It's like
all over the
I don't know.
screen.
It's just really like annoying. Like it just I hate touch screens. Like honestly, I just dislike having a touch screen. I want like a tactile feel. So just the idea of playing a game on a phone is just like would never occur to me when I can just play it on a computer, it on a whatever.
Can you pull up that they had the rankings for the EWC games? I can't find it here, but yeah, like some of the. So there was this whole idea maybe everybody's going to switch over to a phone to play games on, which I was always pretty suspicious about. And I thought, well, if I'm going to play a game on mobile, I'd play like on a Switch or I'd play on a Steam Deck, or something like that. So what actually is happening is that there's all these places with huge populations. Like Indonesia is just a ton of islands. It's like 3,000 islands or something like that. The Philippines. And a lot of places that are islands don't have good broadband. So literally anybody who plays games, multiplayer, on the island is playing cell phone games.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
That makes sense.
So it's Indonesia, it's the Philippines. And then, places where you might not have a PC or you wouldn't be able to afford like a Nintendo Switch, Steam Deck, something like that. They're playing phone games. And so this is now like, it's weird to say, it's the biggest sector. And so obviously if they're playing multiplayer games, then there's going to be an audience for, esports for that. So yeah, those are the biggest. But from what I learned when I was there, I mean, the EWC, I think it's important to them that they have an RTS, and StarCraft is like the historic RTS.
Yeah.
So it's also different from all the other games, right? It's not a tactical shooter. It's not a MOBA. But the issue last year, well, I guess it was from the end of last year up to this year. It's always weird talking about this because it's like the StarCraft year ends in August now.
And it was 3 months long.
Yeah. So the whole reason why there was no events was because I guess they couldn't, I don't know if Blizzard wanted money or they couldn't come to an agreement because EFG, which is what the Saudis own for the Esports World Cup, to produce this event, they wanted to do it. They think it's important to have a game like this there, even if it's not the biggest game. So, yeah, I mean, I hope we can get something sorted again.
Yeah, well, we got super beat out by a baseball game, MLBB, the phone game.
Okay, yeah,
that was the number one.
The rankings here?
Yeah, that was number one.
MLBB, see, I haven't even heard of this.
I know.
The PUBG Mobile, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then this is the one I couldn't remember the name of. It got fifth. It's Honor of Kings.
Oh, I've heard that name, but
Yeah.
I don't actually know what it is.
It's a MOBA.
Okay.
MOBA phone game. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get something renewed. I want to do. I would love to have StarCraft 2 like as a circuit this year again.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure.
GSL does it again. I don't know if that's going to happen again or not. Nobody at GSL knew if it was going to happen again or not until, you know.
Yeah,
we know if EWC is going to happen.
Everyone's in the dark, just being pulled around by this, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of hoping that Blizzard learns from this. So there's been rumors. Did you read the book Play Nice?
No, I didn't actually.
You know what I'm talking about, though?
Yeah.
I think I forgot the author's name. He's the guy that wrote the book about the rise and fall and future of Blizzard.
Yeah.
But he says in his book that they're making a StarCraft game, not an RTS.
Right, yeah.
And we know it would be an RTS if there were RTS people working on it.
For sure, yeah.
They wouldn't just probably start it from scratch with
That'd
somebody
be
who hasn't done
wild.
it before. So if they're looking at a StarCraft game, you would think they would want to appease the fans of StarCraft.
Yeah.
In that, like, let this stuff keep going. You know, if EWC wants to pay for nearly $1 million in prize pool and fund this, you know, year-round circuit, I don't know why you'd want to stop that. But I don't know. My fear is that Blizzard views it like there are StarCraft fans, but then views the esports people separately.
Yeah.
And if that's true, that's bad for us. And I think it's going to blow up in their faces too, because basically anybody.
Well, everything is blown up in their faces at this point, it feels like.
Well,
it's like an Overwatch.
But it's different people running it now. That's the thing, right?
Sure.
Like, people talk about Blizzard like it's this monolith or this giant hive brain, but it's just a bunch of new people that are in there running it. But I hope that they are okay or do something to support the game.
Yeah. What kind of game do you think it's going to be? I saw a lot of people thinking it was going to be like what's the Helldivers
2.
A lot of people were saying
Have
it was
you
going to be
played
like,
that?
No, I haven't.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people were thinking like, oh, it's going to be like a Helldivers kind of game. Like that would be kind of cool. Which I think it could be. Like the idea of it is pretty sound. Like, you know, like Terran Marines and stuff, like, you know, defending in a invading
they've had this
whatever.
weird pattern that I've kind of seen them follow where they're very late to trends.
Yeah, no.
Half of Blizzard was really early, like Hearthstone. They knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
But then you look like Heroes of the Storm, and I'm like, you guys had MOBAs the whole time, and you
yeah,
ignored
yeah.
it, and then you showed up too late, and then a lot of the model of HOTS didn't really reflect the gameplay in Dota or League, so people didn't switch over, and then, you know, we know where that went, and then, what is it, Warcraft Rumble?
I don't even
Which
know
is
what that
like Clash of Clans.
You
don't know about this?
I've never even heard of this. No, I did not see this.
Did I steal your phone, or do you? Yeah, you can go download it. It's like Clash of Clans, but it came out so much later than Clash of Clans.
Right.
That it was like, you guys have kind of missed the trend. So I would be worried if they're doing a Helldivers thing, they're moving too slowly.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's also why I kind of thought it was going to be that, because like you said, Blizzard seems to be like the trend, like the late trend company now that just gets in on things too late.
Well, there was the other game they canceled that was supposed to be, I think, like Rust, which I haven't played. So
yeah.
Apologies, everybody, if I'm getting the. It's like a crafting survival game, and they canned that.
This is from 2023, the Warcraft Rumble.
Yeah,
I literally.
But think of how long ago Clash of Clans.
Yeah, I
was
know
big.
exactly.
So it's in the news that Nexon might be making the next game, and they're the biggest Korean publisher out here.
Yeah.
It's actually weird because they didn't look that their stuff didn't look that good when I moved out here.
Yeah.
And so that kind of stayed in my mind. They kind of had a lot of, I don't know, I guess lower quality games. And now if you look at their stuff, it looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks AAA. So I don't know. I mean, they could make. I think the IP for StarCraft has been neglected. You could make,
For sure.
just like with Warcraft, you could make like a shooting game. You could make an RPG. Mm-hmm. I think they should make some RTS. I think there's going to be a real lost opportunity if they don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
I mean, the question is, do they have it in them to make another great RTS again? Which I personally don't really have that much faith in Blizzard to make something that can actually eclipse what StarCraft 2 or StarCraft 1 was.
Well, I guess what you'd have to do is you'd have to hire a bunch of successful RTS people and fund them well enough.
Yeah.
And then I think it would happen. The issue is, would they do that?
Yeah.
I don't think that would be the most expensive endeavor. I've been playing some CS2. We played a little bit together.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
For whatever reason, I got the itch to play Counter-Strike.
Dude, it's so fun.
And it's like they've done such a good job with the microtransactions. Seriously, like
I was telling you how you just get daily or weekly drops of cases, and then you can just sell them straight on the market and get free money.
They just have a better ecosystem to make money off of and incentivize players to play. And I look at that, I'm like, why couldn't they just have, like, you kill somebody in CS2 and a song plays.
Yeah.
It's their anthem. Mm-hmm. Why can't I kill somebody in StarCraft and when they tap out my song plays? Like, there's just all these opportunities to do that. Because, one of the things that really hurt StarCraft 2 early on was they didn't put microtransactions in early enough.
Yeah.
Which I know people lose their mind when they hear that because they charged a bunch for the game. Mm-hmm. Okay, they did charge a lot. It was an older model, right?
Yeah.
They
The 3 expansion model is like such an at that time it was like supposed to be like the way to do it, but it was like just on the brink, on the edge of it.
Yeah.
So it's basically outdated, and they kind of got stuck in that awkward. Like,
but it's like if you have this thing that's got all these, if you want to have all these tournaments for it and all these events around it, you actually do need to have money.
Yeah,
being spent inside the game, or it's not, not going to happen, because that's kind of where they messed up with StarCraft 2 doing the esports thing. As Activision looked at it and was like, "Well, this isn't making. Why are we spending all this money?
Yeah.
We already sold the game, and there wasn't enough microtransactions in the game to even justify,
right? Yeah.
Putting more money into it. So that's one of the reasons why it started to get slashed to begin with.
When did microtransactions actually become normalized? Because it felt like League of Legends was like the first
6 years,
the first big the first big game to really monetize off of it.
So the first microtransaction games were, I think most of them were out of Asia. Mm-hmm. There was a lot of Chinese games, and Korean games, and then League was one of the first American games to basically copy that model and then put it out there for free.
Yeah.
Now the biggest issue is that there's too many free to play games out there, and none of them can sustain.
Yeah.
It's like, you have a whole bunch. I mean, a live service game, it's like an amusement park. Mm-hmm. So you need to have people spending money,
constantly
getting on the rides.
It,
going to their merchandise
updating
shop.
it.
Yeah, and so if you have an empty amusement park, you can't run it. So the League was definitely ahead in that sense, but also live service games are hard to do now. Anyways, I'm hopeful for StarCraft 2 getting support in some way to keep ecosystems.
You'd hope,
like EWC alive, because otherwise it's going to be weird when they do announce a game. You know?
I mean, you'd hope, but I mean, especially with the last couple months with the stuff with the map making community, and just in general, even before that, it was just streamers and pro players getting just mass account spammed and stuff reported to mute their accounts and stuff like that. And then they figured out that if they do that to map makers, that means their maps get deleted off of Blizzard.
There's basically terrorism happening online.
StarCraft
Here's what
terrorism.
Here's what I don't get. And like, I worked like alongside Blizzard. Obviously never worked at Blizzard. I got offered a job once or twice there. Like, this is after StarCraft 2 was out, but I always kind of wanted to stay out here doing my thing. I am perplexed. There's a lot of smart people at the company, but I don't understand how they can't hire like one community person.
Yeah.
To not even go into the office to just do this.
Yeah, it's insane.
There's so many people playing StarCraft 2.
Yeah.
Why don't they have somebody submit a resume and it's just some custodial job. Maybe this person sort of exists at the company,
but we just don't even realize it because they're so inactive and like unable
I don't
to do
know.
stuff.
I don't know. It just or just someone who could then make the right announcements and talk.
Say, hey, we know that this is happening. We're working on it. Like
because I know like 15 people in Korea that could just go do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it would be sorted. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean it's crazy because like they literally had it where there was a couple days where the ladder, the NA ladder was just not working because they somehow found a way to report like the Blizzard uploaded maps. So like you literally just couldn't ladder because the maps on the ladder rotation were removed. So you could not ladder in the game anymore until they fixed it.
Yeah, that's like the worst possible thing.
It's like that is like actually the end of StarCraft.
Most people want a ladder.
Yeah.
You know, that's at least you can queue up against somebody who's your skill level.
Like if this is happening regularly, like that is actually how you kill StarCraft. Is you just you somehow remove the maps and we cannot play the game anymore. It's like insane.
I've been laddering, in remastered, and every once in a while something happens. There's like a bug that breaks the game. That and it gets fixed. So I mean, I'm sure this will be fixed. But yeah, I think they really got to make sure that like some of these older games can just run. And then I also look at it and okay, so if we're gonna go for like a totally, from Blizzard's perspective, like everything has to be profitable. Put in 2 or 3 microtransactions that would then pay for that person that takes care of it.
Yeah.
Put in a new UI. Pay somebody. Takes a little bit of time. I'm sure some people would buy that up. That pays for the person that does it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I as somebody I've been doing StarCraft since it came out. So it's the StarCraft 1 came out 26 years ago. Every year people talk like it's going to end.
Yeah.
Every fucking year. It's insane. And it's definitely there's been some dark times.
Yeah.
This recent one was the darkest for sure, where we basically had most of a year without any actual, what would you call it?
League or just
a high-end events.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right term is. A tier 1 event or something. Circuit stuff, yeah. But, I mean, we're still going to do RSL. We're still going to be doing this no matter what.
We're chugging along.
Yeah. I'm excited for the future. But, yeah, I don't...
It is worrying when this keeps... because this thing has been happening a lot with the stuff with all these map abusers or however I don't know what you they're hacking the game somehow. I don't know what they're doing, but
well, it's weird. So like when StarCraft Remastered came out, there was a small number of guys that were basically given the job to like watch over that game. It was like 3 or 4 guys, and like we would do some event in LA. They would come to dinner with us and they'd be like, okay, here's the maps we're looking at for the ladder. And we're like, yeah, these are like, don't use that one. And they go, okay. And then those maps would be up there. So like if they just get something like that where they talk to the right people in the community. And then there's, of course, the Balance Council thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's been going on, which by the way, I'm not a part of that, so please stop tweeting at me, people on the internet. I don't know why people do this. Like
people just think that Tasteless is the one deciding the balance.
No one's
of the
ever
game.
even asked me to be on it. Okay, I've never been in on a meeting. I don't know, but I don't think it's a good idea to have it that way. When Blizzard was flying people out to LA to have meetings to talk about it, I remember being in meetings with pro gamers.
Yeah,
and then they just lobby for their race. In those, this is like pre-Balance Council, by the way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, of course he thinks Zerg is not strong enough. He's a Zerg player, and so he only sees it from the Zerg perspective. He's incentivized to make money because this is the race he plays. He doesn't want anything to be weakened.
Because there's a lot of people that were talking about that when that was. We're not really sure. It feels like the Balance Council doesn't really exist anymore. It feels like.
Yeah, I don't know if it exists or not.
But when it was happening, it felt like a lot of people in the community also kind of shared your sentiment about that. Where it's like, well, they're lobbying for their race. Of course, they're just going to be.
Ideally, you just hire somebody who is like a pro, and trust them to try to fix this as best they can. Some of the people were saying get a bunch of the Pig or Roddy and these kind of unbiased community heads or whatever that just want the game to do well or whatever. But I mean, that's obviously a lot of work. It's a lot of work for them, but it's that was some people suggesting that. If you're doing StarCraft all the time, it's not that much work, right? If you're already doing it, I don't know. It's an idea. Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think using pros makes. I don't think it makes sense. Yeah, it's a hard balance though, because it's what other, there's not many other options. It's they know the game the best. It's if
Because at that time, I think when they were doing that, that was when like the Void Ray meta was huge, right?
Yeah.
So like everyone was like sick of the Void Rays and all that crap. It's like, well, we can't let this be the last patch of StarCraft, right? It's like,
Right.
what do we do? Do we have these pros try to come on and try to fix it in like a way, or do we just leave StarCraft in this
Well, I don't think you have to
unpatchable
leave
state?
it. I think, a lot of people that work at Blizzard do not work there full time or in the office.
Yeah.
A lot of people I thought were pretty important and pretty with it work from home. So I don't know why you wouldn't just get somebody who works from home.
Yeah.
And say, okay, maybe it's 2 people or 3 people or 1, and you go, okay, here's the patch notes. And then look, you're going to patch something, something's going to break, or someone figures something out.
Yeah.
So then you just go back and patch it again. That's it.
Yeah.
As long as somebody's there,
That's been the problem.
who's not incentivized to have their, their race win,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
only see the game through the lens of whatever race they're playing.
Yeah.
Should be fine, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the annoying thing, though, is getting it to happen consistently, where it's like, okay, something's bugged or something's broken, let's fix it, and then we have no idea if it will even get fixed because we get zero communication from the other end. So
yeah, I mean,
that's the annoying
hopefully we get something better this time around. I think what'll happen, what to watch for, is going to be, are there any signs of life from Blizzard on this front? Not now, but probably towards the end of the year. Because if this is going to happen, if we're going to have like another EWC, which would mean these people, this infrastructure would have to be implemented, it's going to be starting around then.
yeah.
So
Makes
that would be
sense.
my guess.
Hopefully something comes up. It would be good.
And the only reason why I think we can be hopeful, actually two reasons. One is just they're going to probably release another StarCraft. The only reason why Microsoft would do this is to get the IP from Blizzard. Microsoft
Right.
would buy Activision Blizzard is what I mean. So then it would make sense they'd want to do something for the people. And then the other one is that they remade Warcraft 1. They just remastered that.
True, yeah.
And so it's like, okay, there are people that are working on RTS games there.
Yeah, that was actually a big shock when they came out with all that big Warcraft 3, but like the remaster for Warcraft 3, and then also the Warcraft 1 and 2 coming in as well.
That they're going to work on that. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if they have a small skeleton crew that's going to run around and try to patch up each game. And then eventually all those games kind of run and they're fine. And the people that, that's where they hang. That's what they do.
Imagine a world where we have StarCraft 2 remastered.
Dude, it's actually not a bad idea. I don't know why I haven't thought about that.
But it's like, what would even get remastered at this point, though? It's like the game already feels so good. Like, I can't even... Like, there's maybe like a couple things, but it's like... just looking at the game, like the game still looks incredible graphically for being as old as it is.
But you could try to update it or something. I don't know. I mean, you could try. It's not crazy.
It just sounds so weird to have a StarCraft 2 remaster.
Yeah, but I mean, they did it for all the other games.
I know. But
Can I tell you something? I have never thought of that.
Yeah.
I don't know why that hasn't crossed my mind.
It's a weird idea.
Maybe it's because in my head, maybe this is true for everybody who's listening to this or watching, is that StarCraft 2 is still the new game.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, no,
like,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
older, but
Why
it's like,
would you
this
remaster
game's
the
actually
game?
15 years old.
Yeah.
It's actually in the classic games department now.
Yeah, no, but like in all of our minds, it's the new game, and it's like, well, it didn't come out that long ago, right? And you look at the calendar, like,
Oh my god!
15 years of my life, where'd it go?
So I think there's we can be hopeful. The other thing too is people need to, if they want it, they need to tell Blizzard that they want that. Mm-hmm. I do feel like our scene is constantly confused about who's deciding what. Like the number of people that are, I don't know, it's like the Balance Council. I don't know. I get people that tweet at me, and like people are mad. Like they're yelling at me that there's no tournaments, and I'm like, oh, I want tournament. You don't have to yell at me. I go
Tasteless, Mr. Tournament
talk
Organizer,
to Blizzard. Tell them that they want this. Tell
Overlord of the tournaments.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like just this situation where, or like people were mad at EWC, and I'm like, why are you mad at them? They're the ones that want to do it.
Yeah,
They're fronting the money for the prize pool and everything else. Mm-hmm. Why are you messaging them? They know. It would be Blizzard that would have to know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful. And look, we can still do this, and we can, put StarCraft in whatever position it needs to be in here for 2025. Oh wait, no, it's 2025 now. 2026.
It is 2025 right now.
2026.
Yeah.